Reinhard Heydrich, whose assassination in Prague in May 1942 forms the backdrop of Hangmen Also Die, was one of the most powerful politicians and Nazi leaders during the Second World War. He is perhaps lesser known to a general audience than Adolf Hitler or the Reich leader SS, Heinrich Himmler, but he played a crucial role behind the scenes of the Third Reich. First of all, he was head of the criminal and political police in Nazi Germany, of the Gestapo, and also of the SS Security Service, the sinister intelligence organization of the SS, which also operated as a kind of think tank of policies of persecution between 1939 and 1945. Heydrich, secondly, was in charge of the Holocaust. He was the chief planner of the murder of the Jews of Europe. He was put in charge of the solution of the Jewish question by Adolf Hitler and Hermann Göring. And he continuously planned, together with Heinrich Himmler and the top leadership of the Third Reich, the murder of almost 6 million Jews. Thirdly, and that's the capacity in which we encounter him during the movie, during the opening scenes of the movie, is his role as Reich Protector of Bohemia and Moravia, which means that he is Hitler's representative in Prague, in the occupied Czech territories. With these three crucial roles, one can, I think, arguably say that Reinhard Heydrich was one of the most important figures in Nazi Germany. And he's, in fact, the only senior Nazi who is assassinated during the Second World War. The historical background of Reinhard Heydrich, the family background of Reinhard Heydrich, is, of course, not captured in this movie because he's only shown in the opening scene of Hangmen Also Die. He has quite an unusual family background in the sense that he comes from a highly cultured and financially very stable family background. He was born in 1904 in the city of Halle in Prussia, where his father ran a conservatory. His maternal grandfather was the director of another conservatory, one of the finest establishments of musical education in Germany, in Dresden. So together he comes from taken together, he comes from a very culturally rich background, and he is raised and educated in that spirit as well. So he is not a murderer in the making from the first days of his life, if you like. So what we have to take into consideration are the historical events that shape his career between 1914, between the outbreak of the First World War, and 1942, his death. Like many other young men in Germany at the time, Reinhard Heydrich experienced the First World War on the home front and was shocked in November 1918 to learn about the defeat of the Imperial German Army. He was equally shocked by the subsequent revolution, which swept away the German monarchy and replaced it with a republic, the Weimar Republic, in which people like Fritz Lang, the director of Hangmen Also Die, made their career, notably through movies like Metropolis, one of the great classics of modern cinema.
Keep it burning, forward on the road which has no turning.